at the start of our 4 week program, my max exit velo was 95.5. And then at the end, I hit 102.7.
So we're going to do two things here today. We're going to discuss kind of your time in the program, how you liked it, and everything else, and then just talk about your experience, and then also at the end talk about the next steps and where you want to go from here. Um, so first thing we want to ask is, what was the main struggle that you were having on the field before joining our program?
Main struggle, I'm gonna probably say my swing mechanics, like having consistent, like good mechanics that can help me generate power and all that kind of stuff. Just having consistent mechanics.
Mhm.
How was that showing up like in your performance on the field?
Like just not having power and like barreling balls and just not going as far as hard as I want them to.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, and then so not going as far hard as you wanted, like was that causing any like stress or like lack of confidence or any like
Yeah,
emotions like that?
definitely. Yeah, for sure. Like it's hard when you are seeing pitches well and you just aren't hitting them as well as you think you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a struggle and like caused a lot of frustration.
Was that making you like not confident in like also your preparation? Like you were training hard but it wasn't showing up, so was it making you like second guess or like anything like
Yeah,
that?
definitely. Definitely. Like it made me second guess a lot about my swing and like yeah, definitely just how I was working
Yeah.
for sure.
So, when first starting with us, how did you discover us in our program? And then once you found us, how long was it until you decided to join?
I saw you guys on my Instagram For You page, and then I started following you guys, started seeing a couple reels, and then yeah, after watching a couple of reels about like your guys' coil and that kind of stuff mechanically, then I kind of realized I think this could be a good opportunity for me.
Awesome.
Was that coil thing like the one that kind of like popped out because we focus a lot on that on our page? Like was that the thing that like caught your eye the most?
Yeah, I think it was the 5 day coil challenge.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought there were a lot of good things in there, so yeah, I thought
Awesome.
it'd be a
Sweet.
good decision.
And did you end up going through that whole thing, or did you? I mean, if you did, it's no big deal. But what did you end up doing? Did you do the whole 5 days?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And then, what would you say was your biggest doubt before joining the program, if you had any doubts?
Honestly, just like I've never really done remote training, online training. I didn't think it would be like as one to one and as like in depth as it really was.
100%.
Um, so going off that, when we started like working together and you went through the program, what was like the main thing from your point of view like that we targeted with you going through, like the main thing that you worked on?
Definitely my coil for sure.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
did that impact like your swing and then also like your data?
It helped me hit the ball a lot harder for sure. I noticed it like pretty immediately, the steady increase in exit velo.
Was making that adjustment like as easy, like you mentioned how remote training can be a little, or you thought it would be like a little tough. Like, was it an easier transition, like to make that adjustment than you thought, like with it being online?
Yeah, definitely. It was yeah, it wasn't too hard and like just having drills, especially that you guys gave me to like consistently work on like knowing what it feels like to have a good coil,
Yeah,
that definitely helped a lot.
yeah.
And then, so obviously, you mentioned that coil was a big help for you. Before kind of learning what you learned in the program, um, and then learning what you ended up learning with the coil and everything else, what was kind of like the biggest relief for you, or like the biggest like light bulb moment, like, oh, like that clicked? Was there anything that kind of like stood out to you?
There was one drill in particular. It was like an open stance 45-degree angle drill off a tee, and just
Mm,
like feeling myself getting into my back hip. That definitely really helped me feel that in my swing and
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
that's a great one.
of
that's an awesome drill.
Um, so now that you've seen like some results, how has that impacted like your confidence in yourself, like going into the season, but also like your ability to make adjustments or like look at your own swing and kind of see what's going wrong and actually like fix it?
it's impacted a ton. Like Definitely having more power and like seeing more results like on the rap soda when I'm hitting, and even just like knowing what I'm looking for when I'm recording myself swinging now helps a ton just to know like what I'm doing well, what I'm not doing well, like that kind of stuff.
So wait, what were the exact numbers that you like gained or whatnot?
So at the start of our 4 week program, my max exit was 95.5, and then at the end I hit 102.7.
To go. That's awesome.
So
4 weeks. Um, okay, and then we also had the lifting program. Did you go through that whole thing?
Yeah,
How'd you like that?
it was really good. A lot of like baseball specific workouts, like movements, which I was like really impressed by. Yeah, it was really good.
Were those like new, sorry, Mike, were those like new movements that you've not really done before? Or like, well,
Um,
that, and then also, did you see how they translated like right to the field, like right to your swing and all that?
I go to a baseball academy, and the lifts that you guys had me doing were very, very similar to those, which is good because
Yeah,
like my baseball academy is very like performance focused in our workouts, and yeah, it was awesome.
great.
awesome. Yeah, I was basically going to say that same thing, Dan.
Yeah.
Um, but cool. So it seems like you've had some good results in the program, which is awesome. Who else would you consider to be a good fit for this program, if you had to say?
Like who I think would be a good fit for this program?
What type of
Yeah.
player, type of person?
Definitely someone that isn't at an academy or doesn't have like structured like drills and learning. Like if someone has a facility they can go to, but just don't have a coach or don't have a very
Good
knowledgeable
coach.
coach, I
Yeah.
think this program would be perfect for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and I don't know, you could tell me, I mean, it's different for you because you're in like a academy, but um, at least for us and some of the kids we talk to, like not having access to that coach or someone who can guide them through the process can make it really tough. And you kind of end up just like piecing things together yourself. So you'd say like something like this could be a great like filler for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely.
awesome.
And then, so if someone else was to come onto this program and they had any doubts about the program, what would you say to them about those doubts, and how would you kind of coach them through it?
I would say the program is definitely going to exceed your expectations. Like, even just in the lifting program, like, you guys have a link to every single exercise to show us how to do it and all that stuff. I was really impressed. And, like, I think every time I sent you guys a video, I got a same day response for your guys' critique. And it was, yeah, it was awesome. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously the value is there, and that's another question I had for you too. Was obviously you're at the academy and you do a lot of good training there. How would you say that stacks up to like being in an in-person academy to doing this training online? How would you say that training stacks up?
I think being in the academy it's awesome because, like, you can get coaching, like, face to face.
Hmm.
There's definitely in this program, there's a lot of like direct, like one-on-one coaching, which sometimes in a lot of academies gets overlooked. And like in my academy, I'm lucky I have great coaches, everything's awesome. But a lot of kids are in academies and like they don't get much one-to-one training and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
When did you start doing like when did you join this academy? How old were you?
I joined it this year, so in September.
So what were you doing like before this? Just like normal high school?
I was in like a different academy, but it wasn't as like in depth and as good.
So was it like a baseball stuff like academy thing?
Yeah, but so this, if I could have done this program last year, it would have been absolutely perfect. Because last year I had great facilities, but didn't have very good mechanical coaching and
Yeah.
like one-on-one coaching.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Awesome.
So that's basically it. So just to kind of go over everything, obviously you've made some good progress within the 4 weeks. I know you're in good hands with Coach Dan and going through everything in the program, but you'd say that you've made some pretty good jumps and you enjoyed being in the program overall.
Yeah, definitely 100%.
Awesome, awesome.